welcome in to For Such a Time. I'm your host, Kelly Drewley. An unknown author was once quoted as saying that most smiles are started by another smile. If you haven't yet heard about the smiling preacher, then maybe you've seen him on CNN's Larry King Live, or maybe it was 60 Minutes, or maybe it was that Sunday morning you decided to skip church and sleep in a little bit. You turned on your television set, and there he was, preaching to you and millions of others just like you. His name is Pastor Joel Osteen, and he is the smiling preacher. Pastor Osteen is the leader of the largest megachurch in North America. Over 43,000 people attend Lakewood Church every weekend, which has one of the most diverse congregations in the nation. But Osteen's ministry reaches far beyond the members of his non-denominational Houston, Texas church. His message is broadcast in syndication in every major U.S. television market and in over 100 countries around the world. Pastor Osteen has a global audience, and it's an audience that continues to grow. The founding of Lakewood Church didn't begin with the smiling preacher you see today. It actually began with his parents, John and Dodie Osteen. On Mother's Day in 1959, John Osteen officially said goodbye to his former Southern Baptist church, and he cleaned out an old abandoned feed store on the northeast side of town to hold the first ever service of Lakewood Church. With less than 100 people following John Osteen to his new church, many critics thought it would never last. The dusty old feed store they had converted into a church was not in the greatest of neighborhoods. But the people in northeast Houston welcomed John and his charismatic new ministry. John Osteen was born into a poor family in Paris, Texas, 1921. His mother worked cleaning laundry 14 hours a day for 10 cents an hour. The family often didn't have enough food to eat during the Great Depression years and struggled. John Osteen had a resilient nature about him, and he survived some tragic accidents, including falling into a fire as a baby and almost drowning in a river as a teenager.